The visuals that we are getting of the Prime Minister's video conferencing with the chief ministers of different states of the country, each one of them participating there in this long video conference, I beg your pardon, that the Prime Minister is conducting right now to discuss the measures that need to be taken in all of these states and, of course, to ensure that all the needs of these states are addressed. The problems that they are encountering, that they have faced, will be told to the Prime Minister. The solutions will be sought. Discussions will be held on the strategy ahead. There you can see the chief ministers there, Mr. Rawat there, Kejriwal there, all of them there sitting with the Prime Minister. It is of extreme importance that the governments of the state and the centre are on the same page. The federal cooperation that everybody talks about, this is what it is, and the Prime Minister is taking the initiative to ensure that he connects with each of the chief minister to understand their situation as on today. The first video conferencing that the Prime Minister held with them was on 20th of March. It's been almost 13 days since then. It was time to take an update and also to decide how to go forward from here. Remember, 14th of April, when the lockdown ends, we still do not know whether we will be in a situation where the lockdown will have to be extended or it will be eased on that very day. All of that, there are, of course, speculations that those things will be discussed or might be, currently they might be discussing all of that in the videocon. We do not know. We will have a press release soon after this. But Prime Minister also sort of apprising them of the measures that the centre has taken, of the help that they can seek from the centre, and of course of the various different strategies that one can think about going forward from here. Nikunj Garg, our internal security editor, is there joining us live on the broadcast. Nikunj, it's been a long videocon, gone on for almost an hour or so. The Prime Minister telling them things that he needs to, also of course taking feedback from them. Perhaps one is hoping, Nikunj, that some important things will be announced after this videocon today?
Well, Megha, whether the government or the state government immediately announce some additional measures or not, that is not critical at this point of time. What is critical is that the Prime Minister's message of staying at home, Prime Minister's message of self-isolation, Prime Minister's message of social distancing percolates down to every village in this country, and that can only happen by taking state administrations, particularly the chief ministers, the home ministers, the health ministers, the district collectors, the policeman on the street, on the board. And many are also saying that this exercise probably should have been done from the Prime Minister's end. Because remember, Prime Minister is one political force in this country who has the most potential capability. His potential to deliver and get a message executed is unrivaled, unmatched across the political spectrum in this country. So many are saying that probably Prime Minister, after making that one particular national curfew announcement, could have spoken more to the chief ministers, brought states more vigorously on board. But nonetheless, whatever it is, on the 4th or 5th day of the lockdown now we are, after a week, Prime Minister has again spoken to chief ministers. One is only hoping that rising above party differences, rising above the political fault lines, the chief ministers will also push all their energies behind this message of stay at home, and the civil administration coupled with the police administrations across the state ensure that no individual is out of their household unless extremely urgent and necessary.
Okay, Nikunj, so, your point taken, but then that stage of ensuring that people stay at home, that the message of the Prime Minister percolates down to every individual in the country. One would say that one is a little past that stage here. The more pressing problems today in the morning, as we understood from our sources in the government, was about ensuring that the doctors have the safety equipments, was about ensuring that the things that are required, in the hospitals, also for the healthcare workers, that are brought into place, also to ensure that the supply chain, when it comes to food grains, materials, vegetables, essentials, that needs to be sorted out. There are more problems at hand right now.
Well, Megha, the fact is that all these problems will have to be sorted out by the government. But governments can only sort these problems out, led by the central government, if newer cases coming to the hospitals or coming to the light or coming to the testing labs, first to begin with, decline. Otherwise, your systems will be overwhelmed. Remember, the developing countries, the first world, starting from Italy to Spain to many other European countries, now United Kingdom, United States, are feeling overwhelmed and compare their health infrastructure and their population to our health infrastructure and the population. Just now, one hospital owner in New Delhi has told me that we have about 40,000 ventilators across the country. Therefore, you have to ensure that new cases decline.